What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're fantastic. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. The Tigers are 43 and 48 through 91 games. They're currently on a four-game winning streak. They just swept the Reds over the holiday weekend, and then they won game one against Cleveland tonight, 1-0. That road trip was pretty disastrous to start. They lost 3 out of 4 in LA against the Angels, and they lost 2 out of 3 in Minnesota. So you start 2-5 on that road trip, and you make it 5-5 because you swept the Reds. So I wanted 7-3. It obviously didn't happen. You fell 2 games short, but the way this thing started, the way it ended, it was at least respectable. Where you go 500, because that start to that road trip was absolutely horrific, terrible. But you know this team is a head scratcher because the pitching's been there most of the year. Obviously, you have a couple clunkers here and there, but overall, this team's been in a lot of winnable games where they just don't get it done, and it's because of the lack of offense. Obviously, if you've watched this team, the frustrations offensively are there every game. It seems like they have a good inning, maybe if they're lucky in a game, especially if they're struggling. Like the eighth inning's been their friend this year. It seems like they just scored in the eighth inning a lot, but like take the game on Saturday in Cincinnati, for example, it was 2-0 in the eighth. They get a pinch hit 2-run shot from Perez, and then they add 3 more on. They score 5 runs in the eighth. Like, it's just stressful because you're down 2-0 at that point, and you're just waiting to the late innings. But I guess you call them the cardiac cats because they just make you wait till the end. But it's always stressful, man, this bullpen. They almost blew it on Friday. Foley's been kind of iffy. That bullpen's been not as reliable as they were early in the year, obviously, but still very good overall. Shelby Miller closed it out tonight in a 1-0 game, facing the 9-1-2 against Cleveland. Luckily, we didn't have to face Ramirez there because that could have been disastrous, but great job by Miller getting 1-2-3. The Tigers have won 4 in a row. Like, I absolutely love to see that, obviously, and we need a winning streak longer than 4. This would be the perfect time to do it against a really good team in Cleveland, and then you play the Dodgers to end your first half. So you have a tough 6-game homestand remaining, but you started with 1-0 and a 1-0 victory. If you could somehow win this series against Cleveland and take 2 out of 3, that's a 5-2 homestand going to the break. You feel pretty good about yourself. Obviously, I'd like to extend this winning streak as far as we can, but Kenta Maeda is pitching again tomorrow night, 6:40 Eastern at Copa. I just don't understand how this guy's running out there every 5th day. I know you signed him to a 2-year deal. You messed up. You got to admit that you messed up. He's been awful. He hasn't even been good in any of his starts. Like, maybe one start in Tampa, he went 5 innings and he gave up no runs. That's the one I can think of about a month and a half ago. But it's been just absolutely horrific with this guy on the mound. Like, it just feels when he steps on the mound, you don't have a great chance to win. You're going to probably lose that day. And that's never a good feeling, especially when you start the game 0-0 and it's a fresh slate every day. It's just any other pitcher, you feel, okay, you have a chance. With him, I just don't. And he's out here tomorrow against Cleveland, who didn't score tonight. They got to be pissed. They got shut down by us tonight. Montero was absolutely phenomenal, filthy. 6 1/3, and then the bullpen just shut him down after that. But, yeah, I mean, Kenta Maeda tomorrow. Hopefully, you can somehow salvage it and win. And then you have Olsen and Flattery the next 2 days to wrap up the series. And then you got Skubal starting against the Dodgers. But you got Maeda tomorrow. Like I said, he's been piss poor. Meadows going on the IL sucks. He was a spark plug over the weekend in Cincinnati when they called him back up Friday. He had a few hits. Really good defense in center field. Really sucks to see him go back on the IL. So they called back up Adu and Kreidler was sent down. They called up Baez, which I was getting sick and tired of Kreidler. I'm glad he's not here anymore. The defense at least is going to be really good at short with Baez. He might give you a couple timely hits. If you get runners in scoring position, he bats over 400. So he might give you a quality at bat or two as well. Kreidler was giving you nothing. So it's obviously an upgrade. He's our best shortstop we have, which isn't, ideal, but he is the best shortstop we have for sure. We just saw Kreidler and McKinstry get some reps there. Yikers. So I'm glad we got Baez back, which were words I'm surprised I'm saying, but it's true. He helps us out defensively, and he'll give us a quality at bat from here and from time to time. So we'll take that absolutely. Like I said, we're 91 games in, 6 remaining before the All Star break. Let's keep this rolling a little bit. This 4 game winning streak's been fun. Let's get a little offense tomorrow for Maeda. Hopefully, he can pitch well. I'm not holding my breath on that, but hopefully, we get a couple runs and somehow win that game. And then, yeah, Wilson, Flattery, Scooble the next 3 days. Feel comfortable with all three of those guys right now. Um, so, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Really appreciate the support here, guys. You guys have a great week. Hope you had a great 4th of July. You guys have a great week, and I'll be back on here. I will be back on here the 15th, and I'm going to take a week off because I only have to play 3 games after that. But I will be back on here for the conclusion of this next 6 games. I'll recap that for the 15th.